Whoa. Looks like the battle here was intense.
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
Time is of the essence. The most important task for the Xianzhou Luofu is suppressing the Stellaron. General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights. He would have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people, it's tough to bear.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor. Centuries ago, an emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the Ambrosial Arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights. For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
A draw? This isn't a tournament, you know. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
Be careful. Those monsters are pretty tough. Look, there's someone over there. Here! There are still survivors here.
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jing Yuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
here! I can't control myself anymore!
Don't mess with me. That'll take.
The lives of short-lived species are so fleetingly brief. Why seek death?
I'll end your misery. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless!
Time for an overhaul.
Naughty child. Nap time. I'll end your misery.
Why did you come to the Xianzhou? To seek immortality? You don't have to appease Jingyuan. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can provide all that you desire.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Show no mercy!
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go! The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Let's go.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the Master Diviner fail to foresee this? Be careful, benefactors. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshut, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou. The Alliance has been trying to root out their secret organization for millennia. It's no coincidence that they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves.
Conflict is pitiless!
Just a little something, and nothing else.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A delicate operation.
You won't get away.
Here is thunder!
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Here is thunder!
Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless!
Who's next?
Here is thunder! Show no mercy!
A delicate operation. Found.
You won't get away.
Conflict is pitiless!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Here is thunder! Conflict is pitiless!
You won't get away.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Show no mercy! Is that it?
That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Here is thunder!
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Who's next?
Nap time. I'm okay.
Conflict is pitiless! Show no mercy!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Here is thunder! Conflict is pitiless!
If there's medicine, it'll come in handy. If there's medicine, it'll come in handy. Come on, then.
Show no mercy. Here is thunder.
You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Come on, then. If there's medicine,
So-
it'll come.
Conflict is pitiless.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the Master Diviner fail to foresee this? Be careful, benefactors. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshut, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou. The Alliance has been trying to root out their secret organization for millennia. It's no coincidence that they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves.
Rainbow's blessing. You're not disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Stop moving around. Let's see if there's a way to help you recover faster. Come on, take this. It'll help with your injuries.
Thank you. All of you. I feel much better now. Thank goodness you're here. The garrison is up ahead. Are you heading there now? I'll wait there for you.
So- So- So-
I'm okay.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
That is next. Conflict is pitiless.
I'm okay. That's better.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
When faced with an army, bide your time and time your attack.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Here, this thunder!
Nap time.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike. There was more than met the eye. A diamond in the rough.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Show no mercy.
You won't get away. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless.
Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here! It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesied your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances. Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Command talisman required for operation.
What does it mean?
We probably need to present it with a command for it to act.
Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them? Why would they betray the LeFou? I don't understand.
It was so close. So close. Even seasoned soldiers, soldiers of 3 centuries, were turned into twisted beings. I was almost.
The Cloud Knights undergo such thorough training. How could they lose control like this? It's one thing for humans to be stricken with Mara, but Foxians and Vidyadhara?
I saw myself become thunder, become a storm. That scent in the elixir crucible. I could smell the future. Mere flesh will not trap me. I am the Ebendir. I see the leaves and branches covering the sky. I will change again.
We captured a few devils from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Some of them are already mad, and this one is the maddest. Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the Plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. Then, after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another. Curse it! What Sanctus Medicus sorcery did they use on us? The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human, lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring. That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species, yet the arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the abundance! So, you witnessed it too? The ambrosial arbor's resurrection. Magnificent. In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus the Abundance gifted the ambrosial arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. The fallow earth, the western soapberry, the altered flesh. But that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befall era. You've seen the fantastic creatures that fought with us. They are only minor gifts of the ambrosial arbor.
Shut it, rambling rodent. The Cloud Knights will root all of you out soon.
What did we do? We cured our kin. It must hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Oh, you don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. Mara struck? Bah! It's a second life gifted by Sanctus Medicus to eliminate the self, to achieve transcendence, a life of true freedom. I see a desire for power in your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it? I can help you.
Don't listen. His words are poison.
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation.
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves. It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult? Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Jing Yuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The ambrosial arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the general would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves. What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath. We're still far from the elixir crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons. Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon. Out of the question. Jing Yuan gave me authority over the Cloud Knights. If I can't stand on the front lines, then how can I succeed him as a general? How can I win the hearts of the people? Do you not trust me? If I told you I wasn't certain, would you turn back on the spot? Nonsense! I'm very certain, 100%! Though I'm sure a little reassurance wouldn't hurt. You don't know what being Mara-struck actually means, do you? The healers believe that the Mara-struck condition is related to memories. Unsurprisingly, long-life species have long lifespans, but there is a limit to the brain's capacity. After centuries and millennia, a long-life species' emotional threshold becomes higher and higher. Simultaneously, their memories fade and become dull under the erosion of time, leaving behind only the most extreme and vivid recollections, which are almost guaranteed to be memories full of anguish and regret. Do you understand now? The fate of all long-life species is to no longer feel joy and happiness, left only with hatred and regret etched into the heart. Under such extreme conditions, a person's ego starts to crumble. And that is the beginning of the Mara-struck condition. Short-life species don't need to worry about this. Feel better?
Phew, I do. I never had memories to begin with.
No, you still don't understand. The condition isn't caused by memories, but by the emotional threshold having been... Never mind. You can regard it as a memory issue. Only a handful of converted alchemists and healers. They can drive fantastic creatures into battle and strengthen their bodies with medicinal pellets. But they are no match for the Cloud Knights. That's why they decided to spread this demonic vapor. There is a gulf in strength between us, yet they still emerged into the open and rebelled. Something isn't right. They must be waiting for some shift in fortune. I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering. Wait, Miss Ting-Yun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Ting-Yun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look. Even you benefactors have probably lived longer than me.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough. We need to hurry.
Conflict is pitiless!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
One step closer to the stars.
Here is thunder!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Show no mercy!
You won't get away.
Nap time.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Turn it off!
Who goes there?
Conflict is pitiless!
You won't get away. Who's next?
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
Found.
Here is thunder!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. You won't get away.
That's better.
disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A delicate operation.
Yay, we did it! Can't see the smoke anymore.
Excellent. I'll lead my troops to the rendezvous.
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Don Shu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer, suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Show no mercy.
So you are afraid of me. I'll end your misery.
Just a little something in keeping with you. I
have something for you.
Is that it? There's no time to lose.
Naughty child.
1,000 thanks.
Who's next?
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
Here, this thunder!
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time for a shot.
Time for an overhaul.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks.
Show no mercy. There's no time to lose.
That's better.
Much obliged.
Conflict is pitiless.
What a headache. Who's next?
Naughty child.
Thanks.
Your life's and veins.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Why? She said... The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that... Vantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within. What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Surely you can withstand the blessing of destruction.
Miss Pignude!
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager of Vantilia. I have seen this. Set destruction of Xianzhou.
Don't mess with me.
Miss Pignude! Is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together. Who's next?
You won't get away.
I'm okay. That'll take more than nap time.
I have something for you.
I'll end your misery. Who's next?
is pitiless! Was that it?
Who's next?
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Cienjo. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain you.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time.
Show no mercy.
You won't get away.
There's no time to lose. Here, this thunder!
That's better.
1,000 thanks.
Don't mess with me.
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time for a shot.
What a headache.
Okay.
Conflict is pitiless!
Time for an overhaul.
Naughty child.
Much obliged.
Headache.
Time.
Show no mercy.
Who's next?
Here, this thunder!
I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting-Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Ting-Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting-Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Ting-Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting-Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting-Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting-Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Fantilia's goal. To sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste.
Come on, then.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Ting Yun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Ting Yun. As for the Ting Yun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap. It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara, supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of Long Scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager. I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
This is... Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
The Master was defeated? No, no, that cannot be!
I heard the Starskiff connections are being reinstated. The people stranded at the Alchemy Commission should all be able to leave soon.
Good news from the front lines. The disciples over at Eve Mist Mansion have been defeated.
Those travelers defeated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Won't that make us seem incompetent? I need to find a way to make this report sound more impressive.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus started a rebellion in the Alchemy Commission. The Cloud Knights have the area locked down. It's not safe. Please, remain here for now. We will send someone to escort you back once the operation is over. Lunatics, all of them. You saw the Ambrosial Arbor, I assume? I heard that's the work of those sorcerers. Still, I can't say too much. Military secrecy.
The Arbor's resurrection is connected to the Disciples' Rebellion. I've heard those names before, but when? How did the others get drawn into all this?
You must be talking about the General's guests. Are they your friends? Oh, what a coincidence. They left with the Master Diviner not long ago. And it's all thanks to their courageous work that the Knights don't have to worry about the poison in Eve Mist Mansion. I received the good news from the front lines. They'll probably be back soon. Strange. You seem oddly familiar to me. Never mind. Too many misfortunes recently. I can hardly think straight.
The Master must have failed to summon the protection of Sanctus Medicus. Her will must have wavered. Just you wait. I'll show you the blessing of Sanctus Medicus.
Thanks to those heroes, I managed to pull through. Could those guests of the General be the Galaxy Rangers of old?
What's up? Go where? The Lafu is under lockdown. The Cloud Knights operation isn't over yet. Relax. When the fight is over, I'll personally escort you and Mr. Locha home.
You haven't been back home for a long time, have you, Master Danheng? As home draws nearer, so our feelings grow stronger. I can see it in your eyes. Do you want to leave? Then do it now. The Cloud Knights will soon check our identities. I have somewhere else to be. I've tarried here too long.
Where are you going?
I'm a traveling merchant. I have one more deal to see through.
I'm sorry. I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you. I need to be careful. If I alert the knights, they might take an interest in me.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets. All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
A Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
They say that you're Alung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please take care of me.
Power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka, it's welling up within me. That feeling, it's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara, Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice! I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
I've no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Not to use. if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Let's do my blade. Fail to send you.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Don't know that you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me. Heaven Surge. Forgive me.
I failed. This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop.
Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lafu's hotshot general.
Jing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But Do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Don Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Don Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Don Feng is no more. Now, there is only Don Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Luofu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. Still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting. As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Vidyadhara.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme, but you cannot hide fire with paper.
Waters of the ancient sea, cleanse me. Waters of the ancient sea, protect me. This world's good karma is settled. This life's misfortune is erased.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! I sense a storm.
This is our chance.
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder!
Watch this!
Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
This is our chance.
How about this?
A foregone conclusion.
My turn. With me out here, how can we lose? Try that again! You can't run!
I wish not to use the strength. Heaven Surge. Celestial Dragon.
Let's go.
Rules are made to be broken! Decisive strike!
Heaven Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Let's make it quick.
There's no time to lose.
Stay right there while I give you a present! Try that again! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
it's a storm. Heaven Surge. Celestial Dragon. Break!
This is our chance.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Heaven Surge. Cloud-bearing Dragon. Rise!
Let's go.
How about this?
Here is thunder!
What's this?
Time for the master stroke. Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Rules are made to be broken!
Jingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of divine foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Don Hung? You are Don Hung, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Hung and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, As on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
Thank you, Don Hong.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Law Fu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Law Fu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
It looks so much like Don Hong. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Hong's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Law Fu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
You scared the heck out of me! For a second I thought you'd annoyed the General. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the Express? Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Don Hong.
Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Hong, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and should know, all the records of years gone by. Such archives are of great importance in times of need. I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have seen those legends with my own eyes. Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Videodora reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Videodora used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan, General, are you planning to face Phantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
Use Scale-Gorge Waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our might.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talons, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice. This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the Three Talons. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case then, I'll leave it to you.
I'll do my best. It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Tingyun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation, but for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.
You won't get away!
Conflict is imminent!
I'm okay. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Here is thunder!
Nap time. A delicate operation. Coming.
You won't get away.
Show no mercy!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A delicate operation.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Our reincarnation's greatest cost, the wisdom of a past life lost, yet through the teachings of our kind, unto the young again consigned. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara being guided by their elder, wiser kin after their rebirth.
This mural is pretty interesting. It looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
This mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seals?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
And as the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell, await new life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries. They return to the ancient sea and form a shell, awaiting the next hatching rebirth. Our people sing the hymn of clouds, and dance to water's cherished sounds. And high above the dragon flies, to each is destined different skies. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Xianzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance. Beneath the lunar glow adorned, Vidyadhara eggs begin to form, and from the ancient sea rebirth, to walk again on solid earth. This mural describes the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth in the lunarescent depths, the beginning of self-reincarnation. Let's head to the third seal.
If your people knew that you had brought me here, there would be great unrest. They will never know. Keep quiet, Inqing. This will make us even. I will give you 2 hours. Research what you can. Remember, 2 hours. I'm a short-life species. Do you think 2 hours isn't enough? It will be done.
That's Dun Feng's voice. But what about the other person? It's so familiar.
Here is thunder!
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Conflict is pitiless!
One step closer to the stars. This is also the reward of trailblazing.
I commend you.
The last of the 3 talons is here.
There are abominations up ahead. Careful, everyone.
Burn away!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Show no mercy.
Nap time.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless!
That's better.
Who's next?
Here is thunder!
Just a little something. Think nothing of
Conflict is pitiless!
Show no mercy.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
The reverence to the three talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The roots of the arbor are still growing.
It's Fantalia. We must hurry.
What is this?
Miss March, I would advise you to refrain from interfering with the Videodora.
Huh? The Videodora? You mean these pearls will turn into people?
When the life of a Videodora is over, they return to the ancient sea and form a shell, before emerging anew. This is the hatching rebirth cycle.
Whoa.
That should do, General.
Enough. Don't be nervous, sir. This is a mere formality for me, and the Ten Lords' commission. This is of vital importance to the Ambrosial Arbor seals. Safety must be guaranteed.
Quelling the arbor is the duty of the Videodora.
Keep in mind, this generation cannot afford to repeat the failure of the previous High Elder.
Of course.
The Cloud Knight General and the Ten Lords Commission. They performed regular inspections of Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Young Master, must we really forsake Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Can you forgive me, Yuan?
I cannot say, Young Master. I feel resentment in my heart. But there are also feelings I cannot put into words. The senior Videodora say that the Xianzhou offered us this place, that we hail from another world. Is it time to repay them?
It is time to repay them.
Is that a dragon?
We've reached the end. These are the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, where the vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the Arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Fantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
As dew on a leaf, and fall of rapid stride.
All of you, ready yourselves! Don Hong, guard my back. I'm counting on you.
I command.
Understood. Will of preservation!
Fantilia! What is she doing?
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Fantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body. To victory!
Lance at the ready.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
That's some strong wind!
March, careful!
I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Vanquish the abomination!
I'm on guard.
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
For the Xianzhou!
Lance at the ready.
Show no mercy.
Hit!
Blind insects. Life finds a way.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
What a headache. Who's next?
Naughty child. I'm okay.
Vanquish the abomination!
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
1,000 thanks.
Nap time.
For the Xianzhou!
General of the Xianzhou, can your
Don Hong, You take it from here!
Did you think it was over, Fantilia?
A scion of permanence. Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
To victory! Show no mercy.
What a headache.
I'm on guard.
Vanquish the abomination!
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
I'm okay. Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
1,000 thanks.
Don't mess with me.
I am the vanguard of the hunt, for the Xianzhou!
What a headache.
That'll take more than medicine.
On my command.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Are we still ants to you, Fantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them. I'm afraid you won't have the chance. Blossom. Time to end this.
Out of ideas, Fantilia! Show no mercy.
Who's next? I'll end your misery.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Thanks. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time to end this.
Fantilia, your scheme ends here. For the Xianzhou!
I'm on guard. Hit!
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're wasting more time. Blossom.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Vanquish the abomination!
Time to end this.
That's better.
Just a little something.
Show no mercy.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Plans at the ready.
For the Xianzhou!
So you are afraid of me.
Forgive my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain death is touching.
Forward!
Time to end this. For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers. The power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook. Let's start with this arrogant Xianzhou general. I wonder if the transformation of a Xianzhou general into a Void Ranger would cast the Law Fu back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you? Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you okay?
I'm still alive. And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Vantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Vantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Dan Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Vantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
Fancy a coffee?